No time to relax!
It's all or nothing.
Good evening, ladies and, well, it's really just gentlemen, isn't it? Let's be honest. This is jmoonies. Welcome to episode 2 of Our Tears Make Us Stronger. As you can see, I am now sporting the new colors of the recent update with Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Gotta say, loving the neon colors. Not just for the variety it gives me with Xiaoyu, but once I tag that box art Mega Man in, I'm sure you'll agree it's probably the most hideous thing you'll have ever seen. Kinda on my road to 100 BP, I've finally gotten to the point where I'm not losing every match, though I gotta say I do have some issues with the online mode of this game. I don't know, I thought the Lord system was working out pretty well. Oh, there we go. You Disco Neon Mega Man, which is amazing because when I use 2 gem activations on the launcher, he lights up like a freaking disco ball. But as I was saying, kind of getting to a point where I'm starting to win a little bit now. Obviously not doing very well, but I gotta say I missed the Lord system in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I feel like it did a better job of grouping people in relative skill levels. Whereas with the BP system, I often find I either run into really bad players or really good players in general. Also, thanks a lot to those of you who left advice for me in the comments of the last video. There are definitely a lot of system mechanics that have remained a mystery to me, and a lot of you guys have cleared most of that up. For instance, not being able to cancel out of chains into special moves, having to do links, which, you know, takes time to learn, and I'm not even sure I'll ever figure it out in my lifetime. But, you know, learning to use EXs to cancel out of chains, which you've seen me do with Xiaoyu quite a bit, to go into the wall bounce and create a safe launcher for Mega Man there. I gotta say though, the replay mode of this game is amazing. It's not as thorough as I would like it to be. I would love if it actually let me, if it would actually give me the option to record a replay immediately after fighting the match, so I wouldn't have to keep going into replay mode. But watching everything at proper speed without the audio hits is great, and I've actually been kind of coming to realize a lot of the mistakes that I make with my characters. Not to mention a lot of missed opportunities. Like, when I use Xiaoyu, I go straight into the quarter circle forward fierce punch. You know, going through that whole motion which leads to the wall bounce. Rather than just tagging in using launcher, I could feasibly go into Phoenix stance and then, I believe it was called Talon Claw, but I haven't even begun to explore the expanded combo options, and I really should at this point now that I've become more aware of it. That said, despite all the losses I generally suffer in this game, I am having a lot of fun, and shockingly enough, this game isn't as rage-inducing as Marvel. Probably due to the lack of a comeback mechanic, but at this point I'm more focused on actually learning how to play, so it's been good to me so far. A lot of you have been telling me to actually drop Mega Man, which for all intents and purposes, if my goal was to win, would probably be the best idea. I often wonder how well I would be playing using Ryu instead, but I gotta say there's something about playing the characters you want to play, not out of utility, but just out of the love of the character. I love Bad Box Art Mega Man's design. He's hideous in every way possible, yet kind of endearing in that pathetic old man way. Xiaoyu, well, she's just cute, so that's kind of why I chose her, but No, this team up has kind of worked out pretty well. I'd say the only catch is that I have to get to the point of using the characters individually properly. I'm sure you've noticed watching the gameplay by now, but I do abuse the chargeable Mega Buster and Thunder Beam quite a bit with Mega Man. It occurred to me recently that if I did EX Ice Slasher, I could probably dash cancel right after firing and extend the combo even further. That said, Mega Man's range doesn't make him a very good character for mid-level combos. Most of his stuff seems to necessitate a corner trap in order to pull off successful hits. I've experimented quite a bit trying to do crouching medium kick into Ice Slasher, but notice the stun doesn't really last long enough to make it viable. I've developed a few simple combos, but the problem is Mega Man doesn't really have any kind of ground or wall bounce effects, so it's a little tricky to make him usable. If anything, I've been doing a lot of keep away and a lot of like weird setups for 2 or 3 hit combos at best. If any of you know of any online tutorials for bad box art Mega Man, not that I expect anyone to really take him seriously in this game, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'll check it out, see if I can develop any new tech using him. Xiaoyu, on the other hand, works pretty well for me for the most part. I finally broke the bad habit of jumping backwards from Marvel, which was getting punished quite a bit during the first few weeks I was playing this game. My problem with her now, though, is just working out the stances. Well, it's one of the bigger problems, I should say, but...
You can't lose here!
As you saw right there, Phoenix stance to dodge the fireballs, which I've been abusing, and it seems to fool most other new-coming players, but little did this player know that Super Arts Hadouken would actually hit Xiaoyu in Phoenix stance. I'm gonna be honest though, the links thing still confuses me. As I understand it, combo building comes from link as many as you can into chains, and then into EX special moves. I've been pulling that off with Mega Man quite a bit lately. A lot of crouch punching into medium kick, into sliding kick for the finisher. Which is good, but given that Mega Man's range is so long, so short, I need a much better entryway. Another tough issue I've been having with is just straight up hit into special move, which not as intuitive as you would think. You know, obviously in Marvel there was much more leeway. Perhaps the attacks lasted longer or something, but it was a lot easier to chain those together. Street Fighter, gotta do 2-in-1s for all of these, it seems like, which, God, I feel sorry for any complete newcomer to this kind of genre playing this game. They would have no freaking clue how to do that. I mean, even chains are difficult, and as you saw there just earlier, I was trying to chain light punch into medium kick and the heavy kick, but I screwed that up, and the timing is so goddamn specific. I'm actually starting to wonder whether I just have bad reflexes. It's been a weird exploration, trying to understand whether this game is about the little hits or about the actual combos, because it seems to be playable either way. Based on my characters, though, I imagine it would have to be the combos since they're such low health characters.
Alright! Mega Buster! Attack!
But here, this guy does Pandora, which very impressive to me and shocking, but luckily for me, I somehow outlasted him in that one. In general, haven't seen very many good uses of Pandora. It's freaking difficult because everything takes so much time in this game, and it's really weird that they designed it that way. I was watching one of Max's videos talking about how Street Fighter Cross Tekken was kind of the anti-hype game, and it makes sense because almost every, like half the matches I play and almost most of the matches I see on tournament streams end by time, and it's like the most ridiculous thing ever. If they actually froze time during those close-ups, I mean, it might actually be manageable, and I might actually try to use Pandora a little more, but oh. Watch this guy do it again. And this, I didn't realize Pandora did that much of a damage boost. Props to that guy, because I did not see that coming. Now, to address a question I've been getting a lot on PSN, I'm just gonna put it out there, but yes, at some point I would love to start doing lobby challengers for this game, like I did with Marvel. Obviously, I'm not at that point yet, so until then, I'll be doing this series. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I really do like setting up lobbies, and if anything, it's a great opportunity to learn more, but I don't know, I still need the practice that comes with playing against randoms at this point, and as sad as it makes me, all my subscribers are all better than me at this game. Now, this is interesting here. Props to I Kill You guys for choosing an even more hideous color scheme than I've developed with Mega Man. Freaking neon blue and purple Ken and Ryu against the Technicolor background of Pandora's box. I was probably really susceptible to epilepsy during this round. But this is what I'm talking about here. This guy is significantly better. Oh. Yeah. I didn't know Phoenix. At the time, I didn't know Phoenix Stance wouldn't have dodged that fireball. So at least now I'll know this time. Of course, sending my Disco Mega Man against Neon Ryu, catching him by accident with the with the EX Mega Buster that I failed to combo in. Getting my ass kicked. This game definitely requires a lot more button discipline because I'm noticing I'm accidentally going into launchers quite a bit at the end of combos, even after I knock down the enemies. Ah, sure you can spam. Obviously underestimates me, and rightfully so, because oh. Yeah, this was not my proudest moment. I'll go ahead and disclose that. This dude clearly knew I was not good. And there's nothing like playing an online random who's pretty much toying with you. I'm almost tempted to say, if I were actually good enough to match him, I would consider him the Super Mega Andy of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Not that I hold anything against him, but you know, he knows what's up. It's unfortunate for me. Let me know how you guys are doing in this game, because obviously you can tell I can't get 100 BP. And I'm really trying hard to average at something beyond 0. Anyways, if you happen to be in that range, go ahead and send me a game request. I'll totally spar with you, because God knows I need the practice. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good evening.
当然だよな。